Okay, I'm just trying to figure out if Kim is going to join, then we will start. Okay, so last time we talked about apartments or houses and we did this. Do you remember? Ah, here's Kim. Hello, Kim.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent. Let me just see here. Um, Before we continue. Okay, so last time we talked about this. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember?
Yes.
Okay. Um, and I asked you guys to each one do. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, and we talked about. I've let you guys each one complete the opinions, and the other one had to check the answers. Now, Kim, can you please read the supporting opinion?
Living in a house is much better than living in an apartment. First, a house is usually much bigger. This is better for children to play and have fun. Also, when children become teenagers, they can have more privacy. Second, the owner of a house is free to decorate the building. House owners can paint their homes any color they choose. They can also build a swimming pool in their gardens.
Excellent. What's the main idea, Kim?
Living in a house is much better.
Okay, can you give me another reason that's not mentioned in that paragraph why living in a house is better than in an apartment?
Because it's much big, bigger. It's bigger than live in an apartment.
Okay, no, let's try when you say what's okay, I understand what you're saying. It's bigger. But let's try it because a house has more room than an apartment. Now, just so you guys can understand, when we say something has more room, we don't say it has an extra room. Sometimes that is the case, but when we say there is more room, we actually say there are more space in the house itself. Okay, so Kim, can you please repeat that answer?
Because a house has more room than an apartment.
Excellent. Ellie, can you please read the opposing opinion?
Apartments are much better place than houses. First, when you live in an apartment, there are always people to play with or help. There might be problems with the water or electricity. Then some people will fix the problem for you. Second, apartment buildings are very convenient. We can do shopping, eat, or get a haircut without going outside. This is very good for busy people.
Okay, Ellie, what's the main idea?
Apartments are much better place to live than houses.
Excellent. Can you give me another reason that's not mentioned in this paragraph?
I don't know.
Mhm. Okay, so let's look at what they said here. Let me help you quickly. They said if you live in an apartment, there are always people, so there are always people around you. If there's a problem, there are some people who can help you. So you can either play or talk with people. People can help you. Apartments are convenient, and it's close to places where you can eat or cut your hair, which is perfect for busy people. Now let's think of a reason. Why would I choose an apartment over a house? You can say because renting an apartment is cheaper than buying a house. Um, if you buy a house, how would we say that? If you buy a house, you have to do a lot of maintenance. I think it's maintenance. If I'm correct. Maintain nonce. Yeah, do a lot of maintenance. But if you live in an apartment, it is the landlord, the landlord responsibility to do maintenance. So there's actually two reasons in one. Let me put it like this. Okay, Ellie, can you pick one and please repeat it to me?
Because renting an apartment is cheaper than buying a house. Because if you buy a house, you have due to a lot of maintenance. But if you live in an apartment, it is the landlord's res- responsibility to do maintenance.
Perfect. Landlord is the person who you are renting the house, the apartment from. Okay. So, with these questions, you should think about what does it take, or how would it be to live in an apartment and in a house? Not just it would be nice, there would be more privacy. You can also use the argument an apartment is easier to keep clean, or you can clean an apartment faster. All of those are valid reasons. And for a house, you can say they already used the reason that you can do what you want really with the house. Um, you can make the building bigger. You can put in doors where you want to. You can move the furniture around more freely. Um, you can have more friends over. All those things. Okay. So, but anyway, let's continue with the discussion questions. Kim, do you prefer to live in a small house or a small apartment?
Um, I prefer to live in a small house because it's more comfortable.
And
And
you can maybe say a small house usually has a small garden or yard that that a small apartment won't have. Can you repeat that for me?
I prefer a small house. It's more comfortable, and a small house usually has a small garden. Yard that a small apartment once have.
Won't have. Perfect. Okay, Ellie, and you? Do you prefer to live in a small house or a small apartment?
I prefer a small house because if safety
Because
safe, safety and comfortable.
it's safer. Okay, so safety is the idea of being safe. When you're going to a place that you can feel safe, we say that place is either safe or safer than another place. Okay. So Ellie, can you please repeat that answer?
I prefer a small house because it's safer and comfortable.
Perfect. Okay. Kim, is it important to have a garden?
I think have a garden is important because if we have a garden, we can gardening and it's relaxing.
We can ourselves busy with gardening and okay, you have a gardening and relaxing. Um, Let me think. And it relaxes us. Can you repeat that, Kim?
To have a garden is important because we can keep ourselves busy with gardening and it relaxes us.
Perfect. Ellie, do you think having a garden is important?
A garden is nice, and I can grow flowers or vegetables.
Sorry, say again. You're very soft.
Yes, I can grow flowers or vegetables.
Okay. Kim. Oh, wait, Ellie, we need a little longer. The reason there, we can maybe say we can grow flowers to decorate the house or grow vegetables to save money. Can you repeat that for me, Ellie?
Yes, I can grow flowers to decorate the house or grow vegetables to save money.
Ellie, sorry, Kim. Ellie, can you repeat that?
Yes, I can grow flowers to decorate the house or grow vegetables to save money.
Okay, so the word grow, we don't pronounce it growl. We pronounce it grow, like an owner. Okay. Number 3, Kim, is noise a problem when you live in an apartment?
I think sometimes it have noise a problem. It can be a problem because um, the people live in I don't live next to
Yes.
live can clash
Can?
clash
Clash.
CLAS clash.
Okay. Can clash. Do you mean fight?
Yeah,
Okay, because people next door can. We can also say can become, can be, clash. Let's say can complain. Because if you, it's the first time you hear noise from your neighbor and you want to fight him, then the problem's not with the noise or the neighbor. Okay, Kim, can you please repeat that answer?
I think sometimes it can be a problem because the people living next door can complain.
Excellent. Or you can say Um, yes, it can be a problem because if I have to study and my neighbors make a lot of noise, I won't be able to focus. Can you repeat that one as well, Kim?
Yes, it can be a problem because if I have to study and my neighbors make a lot of noise, I
Lot of
won't
noise,
be
sorry.
able to focus.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, Ellie, number 3. Is noise a problem when you live in an apartment?
Yes, noise can be problem in a apartment because there are many people and sometimes I I can hear music or talking.
Okay, so repeat with me, Ellie. Yes, it can be because there are usually many people living close to each other and the noise can be heard by everyone living nearby.
Yes, it can be because there are usually many people living close to each other and the noise can be heard by everyone living.
Excellent. Excellent. Let me just quickly do here something. Okay, let's go to the next one. Kim, is it good to have stores and restaurants in an apartment building?
Um, I think it's good because have store and restaurant in an apartment building is very convenient. We can buy a lot of that.
It is convenient and we won't have to spend time walking to a store that is far away or pay a taxi to take us to the store. So I want to explain to you guys something here. Remember when we did those other questions before we started doing the book? This book? I told you, I think it was a long time ago. I told you guys sometimes when you say something is interesting, convenient, comfortable, or funny, you also have to say why. So you have to say why you think why the question asks you why. You said because it's convenient. But it's also best to say why it's convenient. Okay, so that's why last time I tried to we tried to answer questions avoiding words like interesting, exciting. Do you guys remember?
Yes,
Yes,
Okay, so remember that if you want to say something's convenient, think about why it's convenient and then give that answer rather than saying it's just convenient. Because that's how short that answer would have been, Kim, if we just kept it by at convenient. Do you see the difference? This one is way too short. This one is fine. We can do with that answer. This one, no. So try and remember that. I know it's sometimes you don't guys don't really know what words to use for it, but that's why I'm here. Ask me. Okay. Ellie, is it good to have stores and restaurants in an apartment building?
Yes,
Why?
it is good to have stores and restaurants in apartments, and I can buy food, drinks, or small things with walking far. If I'm busy or tired, I can quickly go downstairs to eat or shop.
Okay, yes, it is good to have them in an apartment building. This allows me to get the things I need or to go out and eat without having to travel far. Can you repeat that answer for me, Ellie?
Yes, it is good to have them in an apartment. This allows me to get the things I need to go out and eat without having to travel far.
Excellent. Kim, are apartments safer than houses?
Let me think. I think no, because the neighbors and not friendly.
The neighbors aren't always friendly.
Aren't always friendly.
Hmm. They might become jealous of what you have and try to steal it. Can you repeat that for me, Kim?
No, because the neighbors aren't always friendly. They might become jealous of what you have and try to steal it.
Excellent. Okay, I'm quickly going to close this session and start a new one. Please join as soon as possible. Okay?
Yes.